It's so weird that I'm here talking about it as like my first video ever. I swore, I'm not joking when I say that I swore that I was never gonna read those books, like ever. Hello. Ooh. Ooh. I needed that. All right, let's get comfy. Let's talk about, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I feel sick. This is like legit the worst time for me to decide that I want a YouTube channel because I'm not doing very well. I feel like I have a light cold. My nose is very stuffy, so I'm so sorry if I'm just like all the time. I'm sorry. All right. I'm afraid that my hair is gonna catch on fire. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, hello, this is me. Here I am, touching my face. Oh, I feel like there's something in my eye. Anyway, and now, oh damn, my rice is ready. Wait.
One eternity later.
Okay, let's try this again. I did finish The Cruel Prince, and it's so weird that I'm here talking about it as like my first video ever because I swore, I'm not joking when I say that I swore at least 10 times that I was never gonna read those books, like ever. Like I was always cringing every time someone talked about it because it just felt so out of my comfort zone. Not comfort zone, because I love fantasy. As you can see. But I don't know. It was something about Fae. I just thought that I would never like the Fae because I had this idea in my head that Fae were just like pixies and just like with the little wings and they were all super cute and just adorable creatures, and I could not take them seriously. And apparently I'm just dumb. I'm just dumb because I had no idea. So I was in a reading slump and I needed something new. I needed some fantasy to feed my soul. So of course I keep seeing those books on TikTok like literally all the time and it's getting annoying. I see them at the bookstore all the time as well. And I was just like, I'm never gonna touch these books. Like, excuse me, I'm too good for this. Like, I'm not gonna do it. I did it. Honestly, I was not expecting to like it at all. I went in completely blind, I guess, and just like expecting the worst writing you can possibly find. And I was wrong, man. I was wrong. I just read it like on my e-reader before bed. I just started the first chapter. I don't know. I thought that maybe it was a mistake to read it before bed because like her parents get murdered in the first chapter. It's not even the first chapter. It's like a prologue. And they get brutally murdered in front of her. And I was just like, what the am I reading? And I remember like continuing just because I was not understanding how after a few years, because they jump like in time, after a few years, she was not fine, but like she kind of forgave the man who killed her parents and like she was living with him and everything was fine. And I was like, what? Like, no. So I just couldn't, I was afraid of continuing because of that, because I was afraid that I was not gonna like the main character. I was like, she makes the worst decisions ever, and I just couldn't understand her head. But at the same time, I was kind of intrigued, because I didn't know that Faye could be so cool. I actually had no idea. But apparently, again, I'm just stupid. And I've been reading fantasy for years and watching movies, and just like, I never made the connection that they're kind of like those mythological creatures, and it's a lot of fairy tale stuff, and it's much more than just pixies. I didn't know. I had no idea. And then I talked to my boyfriend and I told him, oh my god, I'm reading this book about Fae, and it's just, I feel like it's gonna be stupid because they all have wings and stuff. And he's like, what? But the Fae are so cool. And like, he tried to explain how his understanding of it, because he loves it. He just loves it. So he just explained everything to me and how the Fae world works and everything that is part of it, like all the creatures and everything. And I was like, oh, okay. I was so confused. I was blown away. So he's the reason why I kept reading those books, because he convinced me that Fae were super cool. So I was like, okay, then I'm gonna continue. So like for at least 3 days before bed, I continued reading those books, and they were giving me so much joy, because I was so wrong about the main character. She is much more than what she was portrayed in the beginning, and I highly recommend not judging these books by the prologue or the first 3 chapters even, because I don't think you're gonna agree with a lot of the things she does, and you're gonna think that she's this one-dimensional character and that no one's gonna explain the reason why she does what she does. But they do, and like every character, they're so layered, and I was so impressed. I was so surprised because I was not expecting that. I was expecting them to be super bland and one-dimensional, but it surprised me, and it was super fun, and I was attached. I don't know what happened there, but I was very happy. I was enjoying those books so much. They're not perfect. Don't get me wrong. Like, don't get me wrong. Those books are not perfect. The writing is not perfect. The plot is not perfect. They're not bad, but they're also not great. They're just extremely entertaining. And it just sucks you in, and you just want to know. And the more you know the characters, the more you want to understand the story. And the plot is also so fun. It's a little bit, I don't want to say that it is simple. It's just the way she explains everything. It kind of, some of it doesn't make sense. Some of it is a little bit simplistic, and the way things get resolved are just like a little bit too fast, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. But you just roll with it, you know? You just go and you ride that wave. and you enjoy it. You don't think too much. You're there for the characters, you're there for the relationships, you're there for the political intrigue, which, by the way, I was blown away. I was so surprised because, as I was saying, not that very well developed, kind of simple as well, but very enjoyable. And as a person with anxiety, this is all I wanted. Like, I don't need you to explain me like the political background for 200 pages, because 1, I will get bored, 2, I will get bored, and 3, it's just unnecessary for me because it's too much suffering, and I just can't. I can't be bothered. I just can't be bothered. But that was great, and it went super fast. It's a very short book, and I blinked and I was done, and I was just so happy. I even screamed. Like, I was on the couch and I was just having the best time reading those books. My boyfriend was looking at me and he was just like, "You're enjoying this so much." And I really was, because it was truly a joy, and I cannot recommend it enough. So obviously I had to buy the entire trilogy, all of it. Beautiful, stunning, majestic, and I am very happy I have these. They're just so nice. As you have the first one, which is this baby right here. Loved it. 4 out of 5 for me. Highly recommend it. Highly, highly recommend it. Just like, if you need super fun fantasy with cool characters that are not one-dimensional, with a plot that is easy to follow and very engaging, very entertaining, like, don't look anywhere else. Just like, pick this up, give it a chance, don't give up in the first 3 chapters, like, continue, just go, because you will be surprised. The characters will surprise you, and that comes from a person who's very picky with her characters, and this was great. This was great. Just go, just run, go for it. This. And of course, you got the second one, The Wicked King. Really fun. I already started it. Super, super entertaining. I've only read the first 5 chapters, and I'm having a blast. So that is I'm gonna show that some other time, and then we can discuss the other book. Then you have the last one, which is The Queen of Nothing. And I hate this cover with passion, but here we are, and I'm excited. This is gonna be a fun ride. So far, I can't, like, guys, just go pick it up. Don't be me. Don't be a snob. Don't just assume that these are absolutely terrible just because everyone is reading them, because this is what I did, and I was just like, oh,
this is so popular. It's just, no, it's so basic.
don't be like me. Don't go around thinking that things are insanely basic or bad just because they're popular, and don't be a snob. Like, the lesson that you should take from this video is, don't be a snob. Just go read whatever you think might be fun, without thinking that just because it's popular it's gonna suck. If you're a little bit ashamed in the beginning, that's okay. Maybe read the e-reader or listen to the audiobook, but do your thing. And then once you realize that it's actually good, just, like, accept it and go for it. Be happy. Let me know what you guys think, or if you read it, if you really loved it, if you hated it. I want to know. Just let me know. Drop the comments, or, I don't know, DM me on Instagram. I don't even know if anyone's gonna see this, but hey, if you do and you want to leave a comment, I will be very happy, and then we can discuss the Folk of the Air series and have a good time. Go pick this up and let me know what you think. Bye. I just realized that maybe half of this video won't make a lot of sense, and bear with me. This is my first video. I don't even know what I'm doing. Honestly, I'm a little sick, and I don't even know where I am right now. I just feel very tired, but I wanted to give this a try. So thank you for watching if you did, and that means the world, and thank you so much for spending some time with me and having patience and understanding that this is my first time, and I really don't know how I'm even gonna structure this video, but I hope that it works out. I've been wanting to do this for a really long time, so it's just, thank you. for being here with me and understanding and trying to make sense out of this vlog, I guess. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you next time. So bye!